Well, wasn't that appropriate? My last video happened to be in black and white. I must have hit a dial. So I put all my little breast care goodies away. I went shopping after my mammogram, and I went with a friend, and she's got a house in Kirkland, so we spent 2 nights, and she's never shopped for makeup so much in her life. She's so sweet. She took me everywhere. I went to Nordstrom, and a fellow in the NARS named Jordan Slack took care of me. I've never had such good care in my life. He was a sweetheart. He was so cute. He had this cute little haircut and short, and he'd look me in the eye. He would laugh. He would, he appreciated that I knew something about makeup. And, he really cared instead of this, yeah, I'm just going to sell you everything. But he did sell me. He said he used to work at Sephora, and there was a reason he was at the NARS counter when he went to Nordstrom, and he loves NARS. So I got the NARS primer with SPF because you could get it for the same, I think it was $23 or something. It costs the same whether you get the SPF or not, and why not have the SPF? So I got the primer. He says it's the best primer in the market. And he also said, because I haven't found a primer I liked, I told him. And he also really likes the primer, eye primer from NARS, but I've got the paint pots going, and I've got Too Faced in my travel pack, and I don't like the Urban Decay, so we went from there. So then he says, oh, do you have time? Because all the counters are empty. So he says, do you have time? I can make you up. So, of course, you're talking my language, and Louise said, plenty of time, do what I want. So he pulls out all the eyeshadows, and I lean over and I say, oh, I have Portabello, but I never show it much love because I don't know what I'm doing with it. He says, oh, well, and pulls that out. He says, let's use that. So he put the lighter color all over my lid, all the way up to my eyebrow, and then took the darker color, and he got, I don't have it on today because I have that Dior palette, but he got it in the corner and up, and somewhere or other, he got it, he didn't use wet, nice and dark, so, excuse me, I got to figure out how to get that darker. Then he says, I'll do a smoky eye, dramatic. And it never was as dramatic as, what I do in the bathroom. But he took Daphne, which is really scary dark purple here, but the brush, and he just kept layering and layering. And with those browns, he took it in the corner and brought it up in the crease. And oh my God, it was beautiful. Even though I have, what is it, Eurydice, I went ahead and got this. I can't throw anything away, so I have its little cover. And then he took it on a straight brush, those flat edged brushes, and just brushed it way down. I didn't have any eyeliner on, I think, by then. And he just brushed it right down in the lashes, and it felt funny when he was doing it, and I can't do it at all. But just really darkened the lash line with the Daphne. And he also, then I kept saying, well, let's go dramatic, and, saying, this isn't all dramatic, but so he says, have you ever tried a NARS eye cream? And I, no. So he happily goes over and he got Pearl something. Well, when I went, long story, when I went back and looked at the Pearl, whatever it was, my Makeup Forever number 18, I think it's 18, anyways, the lavender, was pretty close, so I thought I don't need to buy it. But then later I kind of pined away. But so the next day I went back to the Alderwood counter and got, was it Corfu? I think it's Corfu. Yep, Corfu. And I don't have any of the taupey or the pale Makeup Forever guys, so I went ahead and got it. And of course I wish I'd, let him get the sale, but got that. So he gave me a whole bunch of samples, and let's see if I can remember what. I asked him about an eye cream, so he went over to the Clarins counter, and he said, so he got me a Clarins eye cream sample, and then they also gave him a Cream Haute Exude, okay, it's a multi-intensive, super restorative day cream. So those were samples, and gosh, he went crazy. He was so sweet. We had just such a good time. He said, do you know Kate Sommerville? And I said, well, I've heard of her. And so he gave both Louise and I some Nourish Day Moisturizer. Well, I'm just back. Husband came in and we had to squeeze apple juice because it's Saturday. It was our last squeezing, and he makes sparkling cider out of it, and which is great for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I was going to tell you about the samples. Finished telling you about the samples he gave me, and he asked me if I knew Kate Sommerville, and I said yes, I've heard of it because of Heidi Jalapeno 2007 uses her self-tanning wipes. So when I got home, I looked in my bag, and he had given me Nourish Daily Moisturizer. These are little packets. The Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliating Treatment. I'm just peeking. I've got a mirror behind and I can see if anything's in view. I did this once and it was too bright. And the Kate Sommerville True Lash Enhancing Eye Makeup Remover. Hey, now wouldn't that be cool if when you remove your eyelashes, that it makes them grow? Remove your eyelashes. Okay, and I already told you about the Clarins, so that gets scooted over. And he asked me if I'd heard of Jo Malone, and I said I loved her. And he gave me 3 samples, and one of them I already got from the other lady as a sample, but White Jasmine and Mint, so I don't have that one before. And this one is the Orange Blossom Cologne, and I've got that one, but I haven't tried it yet. And Amber and Lavender Cologne, so that'll be fun. Then we went to dinner at the Palomino, which was within walking distance from Bellevue Square, can't talk. And I had sole stuffed with crab and shrimp. And my mouth's watering right now thinking about it. So it was a chef special. So hey, if you guys are there and and you're there lately, it's yummy. So then the next day, we went up to Alderwood and went into Sephora, and I asked for a sample, and I got the Peter Thomas Roth Laser Free Resurfacer, and that's the one that I'm just gonna go like this, but it has the dragon's blood in it, so it's red, and dragon's blood is a plant, not a actual animal. Then I kept looking. I was thinking, oh, do I need anything? And I went by the Hourglass, and Gina Beanawina has talked about the Gypsy, and she has said that the Hourglass is like butter when you consistency. So I had gotten from Jordan Ondine, because another color that I wanted to get he didn't have, and I thought, well, I'll get the Ondine instead of the Ashes to Ashes because it's a warmer color, and he said, yeah, the Ondine will look better on me. But I went like this when I was in Sephora, and I've got a little swatch, so I'll just go on top of that swatch. That's this swatch. And then I did the Ondine, and they're about the same color, but I mean, look how much pigment. So I returned the Ondine. But when I was returning it, and this was at a different store, so I wanted to buy something, so you didn't just return something to him. Jordan had tried on this blush on me. I really didn't like it when he put it on, but when I got home in different lights, I go, oh, I do like it now. I wish I got it. So I bought the Dolce Vita, NARS Dolce Vita, and let me swatch it for you. And I'm going to put it on top of the swatch that I did for my other little, but look at that pigment, because I just did this. This is a second shoot of this. But anyway, so there's lots of pigment there. Boy, they're pretty together. I never quite know how to wear red, though, on my eyelid. So, oh, great. Now I've got the shadow, too. But anyway, don't let anything go to waste. Except maybe the shadow. So, that was my great fun shopping trip and my haul. With my mammogram. So I will go again Thursday. I'm not going as far, so I probably won't get to do fun makeup shopping. But get your mammograms, everybody. Make sure you do it sometime this year. Once a year. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.